Watch this video and then we'll talk.
Men that pretend to like women or want a relationship with women just for the goal of obtaining sex are sexual predators. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed psychotherapist. I spent many years working with men who were sex offenders and sexual predators and had sexually deviant behavior. And I just kind of wanted to come on here to talk about something that I've seen a couple of times now that's extremely concerning on TikTok. There is a post by a young man that is saying that, oh, the reason why men pretend to like women and pretend to want a relationship with women is because the sex is better when you like us. And I can't find that post to restitch it, and I'm not sure I know how to stitch it anyway. But anyhow, I think you get the gist of what I'm saying. And so anyone who does what that young man is saying is a sexual predator, sexual deviant. I promise you that. And I very rarely speak in absolutes like all or nothing in my videos, but this video is the exception. The reason that a person will pretend to like you in an objective in order to get sex or have sex with you and sort of play the long game of wanting a relationship with you just to have access to you sexually is because they're sexually deviant and they're predatory. And that's exactly how the mind of a rapist works. They want to attack someone who is vulnerable, who is defenseless, and they want to have control over the situation. And so with that being said, they don't expect a victim to be able to fight back. And this is very much in the same manner. Like, they don't want women and I'm speaking about women and men just because of that particular post. They don't want women that could say, oh, you know what? No, I'm not really into you like that. They want to sort of do this game. And a lot of sexual predators think of conquest and acts of violence or, sexual assault as a game or a conquest. And so men who are playing this game of pretending to like a woman, it is a game of conquest. They want your defenses down. And that's the reason why, if they don't want to hook up with someone who just wants to hook up like they want to hook up, they don't want to do that. They want to do this game of manipulation. They don't want to go for the person that has the same type of mentality because there's no attraction to that. They don't get to be in control of that. They don't get to play this game of trickery and bamboozle you behind your back. And so that is a sexual predator. The same types of men who will play this game of pretending to like a grown woman and using her and being a master manipulator about their intentions are the same types of men who would go try to assault an underage minor, would try to assault someone who is unconscious or inebriated or their defenses are down. They can't fight back. And so there is an attraction to that, and I promise you that. And I'm sure that there's going to come a day when I'm going to have to answer about this post. But, again, this comes from my many years of working with predators and things like that. This is personal, this is training, this is all that kind of stuff combined into one. If someone doesn't want you to have the power to decide about whether or not you want to engage and be truthful about their intentions, they are a predator.
If you would like to see more of her content, I am including her links below. She's more active on TikTok, but she does have a YouTube channel, so choose wherever you would like to go to see more of her content. Also, hi, for those of you who are new here, my name is Shayna. I am a journalist. I talk a lot about decentering men and child-free living. If any of that sounds like a vibe, please like, share, and subscribe. And I want to talk more about the gems that have been dropped in that video that we just saw. Referring to the handy dandy notebook here. Why? Because my ADHD is constantly reeling. So this is why MAGA men are constantly trying to find ways to seek out liberal or left-leaning women, and they're hiding all of their intentions. They're putting on these masks. They're creating these elaborate illusions. This is the same reason why they do that. This is the same reason why men will try to make you do things that you don't usually do. Oh, well, I don't usually hook up on the first date. Oh, well, I don't usually do this, that, and the other. They are constantly pushing that button. They're constantly pushing that boundary. Why? Because it's predatory, because they're predators. And I have a video, I'm not sure where, but as soon as I find it, I'm gonna link it right up here. But there is a video that I have about the increase of conservative men seeking out liberal women, not because they particularly like women that share none of the same philosophies in life that they do, but because of the pursuit. It's not the pursuit, because of the quest, the conquest, because of it's all a game to them. It's a game where your life is on the line, which means the stakes are higher. My tummy is rumbling, please don't mind me. But the stakes are higher, which means that for them, it's more fun because it's life or death for you. Shayna, come on, don't be dramatic. It's not life or death. Okay, you then enter a relationship with a man who believes you don't deserve rights, and tell me if that's life or death. Because at the end of the day, it's not about love. It's not about those ooey gooey feelings. It's not about that. It's about power. For these men, which are a lot of them, it's about power over you specifically. And we see this play out in nature all the time. I love talking about how our lives as humans intersect with the natural world. Predators, you see this I see this constantly because I love anything narrated by David Attenborough. You see these predators, whether they're individual or they work in packs, they will chase after their prey. And this doesn't happen all the time, but I do see it across all, by sea, by land, by sky. They will chase after a prey animal. Let's say I saw one recently where it was a couple of cheetahs. It was like 2 or 3 cheetahs, and they were chasing after, I think, a jackal. And they were just playing with it. You could tell they weren't even hungry. They just kept tripping it. And they just kept like pushing it over and like trying to bite it and nipping at it. And you could tell that jackal was fighting for its life. But these cheetahs did not care. They were here for a good time, not a long time. Now, eventually, that jackal escaped. But there was another thing that I saw where it was a baby whale. Oh my God, it was so sad. It was a baby whale, the mom whale, and a pack of killer whales, like orcas. To make the long story short, they tired out the baby whale because it just got here. It can't swim as far and as fast as mom could. So mom was trying to keep it up so that way it wouldn't drown, but it was tired. So the orcas eventually killed the whale. They killed the whale, they only ate the jaw, and then they played with the body. And guess what? That's you. It wasn't about hunger. It wasn't for them. For the predators, it's not about hunger. It's about the chase. And guess what? It's all fun and games for them, but now something has died. So how do you tell the difference? This is one filter. If you are engaging with men, you should have multiple filters to filter out multiple means of manipulation. This is one filter. Keep that in mind. One way that you could potentially try to filter this out is to tell them something that you don't do or that you don't want to do and see how he responds over an elongated period of time. For example, I don't like being out after 9 p.m. Okay, one date here back home by like 8:30 or 8 o'clock. Oh, that's cute. But what about after 6, 7, 8 dates? Is he pushing it? Is he seeing you check the clock? Are you going to relax a little bit with him? It's like, oh, well, he is like, this is a really fun date and this is really sweet. This is exactly the game that they like playing. It's an ego boost to them, but it's with your body and it's with your life. So keep all of this in mind. It's wild out there. Women and femmes minorities in general will be losing their rights in the United States. If you are in the US, please take this as life or death because it is. Because it is. And soon it will be at the federal level. So my God, stay safe out there.